Tajikistan, a name that conjures images of remote beauty and untamed wilderness, a place where the spirit of adventure is alive in every breath of wind. This is a land tucked away in the heart of Central Asia, where the mighty Pamir Mountains, often called the roof of the world, soar into an endless, cloudless blue sky, their peaks kissed by the sun and shrouded in ancient mystery. Snowy peaks stand as silent sentinels, guarding the valleys below, while turquoise rivers fed by glacial melt carve their way through dramatic gorges, shaping the land over millennia. The landscape here is bold, dramatic, and utterly breathtaking, like stepping into a storybook of adventure, where every turn reveals a new wonder waiting to be discovered. One moment, you find yourself winding along a narrow mountain road, the world dropping away beneath you. The next, you descend into a lush, sun-drenched valley, where apricot orchards bloom and the air is sweet with promise. The air is alive with the scent of wild herbs and the earthy tang of dust, unmistakably Central Asian, carrying with it the stories of countless travelers who have passed this way before. This is Silk Road country, where echoes of ancient caravans still seem to ride the wind, their footsteps woven into the very fabric of the land, connecting east and west for centuries. The faces you meet here are etched with the lines of history, their smiles warm and welcoming, their eyes reflecting the wisdom of generations, heirs to a rich Persian heritage that endures in every gesture and tradition. Life in Tajikistan moves to the ancient rhythm of the seasons. Shepherds guide their flocks across high pastures, women in vibrant dresses bake bread in open-air ovens, and laughter drifts on the mountain breeze, echoing through the valleys. On distant hilltops, ancient fortresses crumble, their stones whispering tales of forgotten battles, while petroglyphs carved into rocks tell stories of hunters, shamans, and the spirits of the land. Legends abound here. Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, Marco Polo, all passed through these rugged mountains, leaving their mark on the crossroads of civilizations. To travel through Tajikistan is to feel the weight and beauty of human history all around you, to walk in the footsteps of explorers and dreamers, and to witness the enduring spirit of a land shaped by time. It's a journey that opens your eyes to a different way of seeing the world, one where nature, history, and culture blend seamlessly, inviting you to become part of the story. In this land of breathtaking beauty and deep-rooted tradition, the rhythms of daily life are shaped by customs passed down through generations. Some of these customs remain hidden from outsiders, quietly woven into the fabric of community life, rarely spoken of beyond the village walls. One such tradition is the pre-marriage medical examination for women, a practice that is both private and profound. It's not something you'll find in travel guides or tourist brochures, but for many Tajik families it's a significant and meaningful reality. The exam is seen as a way to ensure a healthy, prosperous future for the couple, a safeguard for the generations yet to come. In Tajik culture, marriage is more than a union of two hearts. It's the joining of two families, two lineages, and two sets of hopes. The bride's health is viewed as essential, a foundation upon which the future of both families rests and is protected. Often requested by the groom's family, especially the mother-in-law, this examination is a test the bride must pass before her new life can truly begin. In this moment, private health becomes a matter of family honor, and the weight of tradition is felt in every heartbeat. This tradition reflects a collective mindset, where the needs and desires of the individual are often set aside for the good of the group, and family reputation is paramount. For many young women, it's a quiet but powerful force shaping their lives, influencing their choices, and defining the path to their future. What does this examination involve? It's a sensitive subject, and details vary. Typically, a young woman visits a clinic with her mother or a female relative. The main purpose: check for infectious diseases and general fitness for childbirth. But the unspoken focus is the confirmation of virginity, a symbol of purity and family honor. The doctor may be asked to provide a certificate of virginity, a document that can determine whether the wedding proceeds. This request almost always comes from the groom's family, seeking assurance before welcoming a new daughter-in-law. For the bride, it's a moment of intense vulnerability. The outcome of this visit can shape her future and her family's reputation. The doctor's report becomes a social passport, unlocking or barring her new life. To truly understand the impact of this tradition, we must listen closely to the voices of the women who live it every day. Their stories, often shared in hushed tones behind closed doors, reveal a world of emotions that outsiders rarely witness. Zarina, a young bride, whispered, "I was so scared. My worth felt measured by a doctor, not by who I am." Her words echo the silent fears of many, who feel their identity and future are decided in a single moment. Many share this anxiety and pressure. The waiting, the uncertainty, and the fear of judgment weigh heavily on their hearts, creating a sense of isolation even among friends. Anissa recalled, "My fiancé didn't want me to go, but his mother insisted. I worried a mistake could ruin everything." The tension between personal wishes and family expectations is a constant struggle for many. Relief came with the certificate, but also sadness. The paper brought acceptance, but it also marked a loss of innocence and trust, leaving questions that linger long after the ceremony. Families feel the weight too. One mother said, "We must respect the traditions of the family she's joining. If we refuse, it could bring shame." The fear of dishonor shapes decisions for entire households, not just individuals. There are also voices of support. A grandmother explained, "It's about honesty and a clean start. Health is part of that foundation." For elders, the tradition is seen as a way to protect, not punish. For her, it's not about shaming, but protecting families. She believes these customs are meant to ensure happiness and stability for future generations. These stories reveal the deep beliefs and burdens behind the tradition. Each woman carries her own mix of hope, fear, and resilience, shaped by the expectations of those around her. For some, it's care. For others, control. The line between protection and pressure is thin, and every family draws it differently. The experience is shaped by love, fear, and the desire to belong. Acceptance and rejection can come in the same breath, leaving lasting marks on the heart. Each woman's story is a mix of hope and heartache. Their dreams and disappointments are woven together, creating a tapestry of courage and vulnerability. The tradition's impact is deeply personal, echoing through families and generations. What happens to one woman is felt by mothers, daughters, and grandmothers alike. It's a custom that shapes lives in ways outsiders rarely see. The effects ripple through daily routines, relationships, and the very fabric of community life. Listening to these voices is the only way to truly understand. Their stories remind us that behind every tradition are real people, with real hopes and real heartaches. The emotional toll is immense. For a young woman, it can feel like a violation of privacy and trust. Her body becomes a subject of public scrutiny, her worth reduced to a single biological fact. Anxiety, shame, and fear of being found unsuitable can be overwhelming. The tradition places a woman's value on her virginity, ignoring her character and dreams. The social consequences of a negative result can be devastating. Broken engagements, lasting stigma. It can create distrust between bride and new family, setting a difficult precedent. The double standard is stark. The groom's past is private, the bride's is public. This inequality breeds resentment and reinforces the idea that women are the keepers of family honor. The burden is heavy for any young woman on her journey to the altar. Opinions on this tradition are far from uniform. In rural villages, pre-marriage exams remain strong, seen as essential for family honor. For many elders, questioning the practice is unthinkable. But in Dushanbe and among the youth, attitudes are shifting. Young people speak of love, respect, and privacy as the true foundations of marriage. Some doctors are uncomfortable, caught between ethics and cultural pressure. Quiet resistance is growing. Some families opt for general health checks, skipping the virginity test. These small acts are paving the way for change. Tajikistan is slowly seeking balance between honoring its past and embracing its future. The debate is quiet, but the winds of change are stirring. To put this in perspective, every culture has unique marriage customs. In Scotland, pre-wedding blackening covers couples in soot and treacle, a messy, joyful ritual. In the West, bachelor and bachelorette parties celebrate individual choice and love. Medical exams by in-laws would be seen as outrageous invasions of privacy. In India, pre-wedding rituals like the haldi ceremony and henna are about blessing and beautification, not inspection. Even the concept of proving virginity isn't unique to Tajikistan. Historically, many cultures demanded proof. While methods differ, the value placed on female purity persists in many societies. Comparing customs shows every culture has its own logic and rituals for ensuring a successful union. Our way isn't the only way. Understanding comes from seeing the world through many lenses. It would be a shame to let one tradition define Tajikistan. This is a country of vast heart and warmth. Here, guests are gifts from God. Families share what little they have with genuine kindness. Meals are feasts. Plov, shashlik, fresh naan bread, endless green tea. Sharing food is sharing stories and building connections. The natural beauty is staggering. Alpine lakes, Fann Mountains, ancient cities. The land invites you to slow down and be present. But the true soul lies in its people, resilient, proud, generous. They've endured hardship, yet remain joyful and welcoming. A farmer waves, children greet you, an old man invites you for tea. These small moments linger long after you leave. Behind complex traditions are people full of kindness and dignity. Tajikistan is defined by its humanity as much as its history. Our journey reveals a land of contrasts, majestic mountains, intimate traditions. The pre-marriage exam is just one thread in a complex tapestry. It's born from a desire to protect family honor, but comes at a cost for young women. Change must come from within, led by the quiet courage of a new generation. Let's look beyond a single story, see Tajikistan's beauty, history, and hospitality. Respect means seeing a culture in its entirety, with light and shadow. Listening with an open heart builds understanding. Sharing stories connects us, revealing universal desires for love and dignity. By learning and listening, we honor Tajikistan and support a future of joy and respect for all. Every journey, especially a woman's into marriage, deserves freedom and happiness.